What's up, y'all? Yes, I know I look crazy. It's raining outside. I just came in, just warming up. But, so I just wanted to talk about this. So, my child's teacher had sent a like mass message to parents. It was like 80 parents all in one, talking about cell phone policy and, um, that they're not to bring their phone in the classroom and things of that sort. I myself, upon, like first day when you have to sign agreements and everything per class and per, institution, I amend those agreements. If I don't agree, I'm not going to sign it, and I will put what I do agree to. And cell phone policy was one of my amendments. One, schools don't offer any insurance. They, if we have to pay for laptops, chargers, even if they just get worn out and the charger doesn't work anymore, after a year use, to not offer any kind of insurance, at least like even if it's not going to happen, there's a word accident for a reason, because it's not intentional. But if you don't offer any insurance with these, like, it took my daughter 3 months to get her iPhone replaced because of like the antenna broke, and then the password locked her out, so we had to add a safe device, verify identity, like all this stuff. So okay, like it took us a long time to even replace her last one. So I'm like, no, you're never to confiscate my property. I will come in and I will either pick up the property and my child if needed, or you can contact me if it seems to be an issue, and I will talk to my child. And just because of other situations like school shootings, natural disasters, and especially I live in a Hispanic community, ICE, like all kinds of things currently. This is a high school. And I'm like, no, they will have it on them at all times. And I just wanted to note, because I started getting notifications of other emails coming in, and I was looking at these other emails, and I just want to say that I'm proud of these other parents. These other parents are also, they're saying no because like schools are not safe. And it's a sad reality, but it is a reality. And on top of that, the United States isn't safe right now, especially for our, Hispanic, even indigenous community. But I just I feel like, we're reshaping the world, and it just elaborates that, people can set their procedures and policies, but that doesn't mean that you have to, oblige to them. That's just like, I worked at a gas station before, and they tried to have all the employees sign something that like if our drawer was short, or if oil, or like if gas somehow, whatever, that we would cover it. And I was like, I'm not going to cover it. You have insurance for that. I'm not going to sign this paperwork. You're not going to take anything out of my check. If an accident, and if it seemed like it was a repetitive thing, then obviously you would have grounds to investigate. And if it was something like faulty, fraudulent, not an accident, then that's cause for termination. So any accident, there's no way that I'm going to cover your losses. Like, no way, but it's just similar to me. As parents, we set the tone for what we accept. And in all honesty, I wish that there wasn't the need for parents to feel like that. But the fact that these schools are more focused on phones being a distraction than a safety resource, that is a problem. The amount of teachers who don't even hear students with other cause and concerns, like, I don't know if you've listened to these students lately, but there's so much authoritarianism going on at schools, because, it's like, no, you have to do what I say. I know an elementary kid that was forced to use the bathroom in the trash can in class in 4th grade recently because a teacher wouldn't let him go to the bathroom, and then he wasn't able to participate in class, like, for a month after and was doing janitorial work because the teacher didn't allow the child to go use the restroom. So I just want to say, like, I know everything is unsteady times, uncertain times, but I think with the right reasons, because every single parent, they said if there's an issue with, like a distraction of the phone, yes, call me and bring it to my attention, because that would be a concern. Them not having it, if they don't have pockets and it's on their desk, or you could see it in their pocket, like, that's not, your schools will go out. Like, we'll do private schooling. We'll build our own community schooling. And we're drawing the line, because I think our schools and our government has demonstrated that they don't prioritize the children's safety. Even half these schools, they'll have like locks that are supposed to be on the school, and the doors are never locked. You could open that door. They don't check IDs. They don't check nothing when you go to pick up kids. Like, so I just want to say I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you parents, and anybody else it's not in my community that, has faced similar things. I just want to say, we have to advocate for our children, and we have to advocate for their safety, and we have to advocate for ourselves, because we're not agreeing to a system that is just designed for obedience. There's no way, the human evolution demands more of us. So respect to you, to you teachers, but it has to be mutual. Like, you have to respect the parenting to make, if it's an issue, then it's an issue, and then you bring that to our attention, because then it's like there'll be a fight, there'll be an injury or something, and they won't even tell you that, but because they don't want your kid's cell phone to be on the desk. Like, that is backwards. Actually, in the same policy thing, it said that if there was something, that the police could be called on your child and even taken to jail without them notifying you initially. And that's another policy that I X'd out, and I said, no, you will never call the police. You will call me prior to any police. I will be there before the police. And as a, guardian, as the sole caregiver of my child, it is my responsibility to deal with any legalities or academic issues, either way. But so you guys read your pamphlets. Don't just accept anything, and good for you if you are standing up for your children and for your children's safety, and against the ordinance of the world. All right, y'all. Bye.